Hello students, we are back. This is Miss Mason and today we are going to review CERs, so Claim, Evidence, and Reasoning, also known as CLEVER. Think of clever, the word clever, Claim, Evidence, Reasoning. So what is it? It's a way to think through a problem. The claim is the answer to the question. So if you're given a question, for example, it's a hypothetical situation. Say I got up this morning, I looked out my window, my car was gone. Car was gone. Didn't know who took it, who stole it. It was gone. I'm going to ask a question. Where did my car go? So that could be the question. Now my claim is going to answer that question. So my claim could be, my neighbor stole it. Okay, now if I make a claim that my neighbor stole the car, I have to provide evidence. Just think of lawyers. They have to provide evidence in court. People get charged for crimes, but then it has to go through a whole judicial process. Not all of them, but they go to court, and the jury looks at the evidence and decides if that person is innocent or guilty. So just like that, we're going to be using the CER. So we answer a question with a claim, then we provide evidence to prove that claim. So evidence is proof to show the claim is true. Claim normally, well, you think of in criminal cases or just in any case, you're collecting evidence before you make the claim. So generally the evidence comes first. Witnesses told me. So maybe another neighbor says they saw it. A neighbor maybe made comments, she liked the car. So they didn't have a car at the time. I'd let the neighbor drive the car at one time and I loaned her my key. And maybe she made a copy of the key and got in the car. Took the key, noticed, let's say, footprints. May match the shoe size of the neighbor. And let's say we found fingerprints were found on the front gate. A video camera of the neighbor taking the car. So if we have a case where I'm making a claim about my neighbor stealing my car, and this is evidence. So evidence, here's some evidence that I have. Evidence would support the claim. So if I say my neighbor stole my car, the evidence then should support the claim to prove this claim. Okay, so now we're going to rank this evidence on what's the strongest evidence and what evidence is weaker to support your claim. Okay? So we use an evidence gradient. An evidence gradient. So we grade the evidence. So it's a range, the strongest to the weakest. In other words, the strongest is going to be what evidence here supports the claim the most. All right. Now I want you to stop the video, pause the video, and think of these 7 types of evidence, and I want you to rank them. All right, we're going to rank, let's say 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest. So 10, we're going to rank them 1 to 10. 10 the strongest, and 1 the weakest. You're a lawyer, let's say, and you want to, a prosecuting attorney, you're trying to show that the neighbor stole the car. what evidence would be your strongest to what evidence the weakest. Then we need to put them together. So the evidence and claim have to go together. So how does this evidence support the claim? Okay, so for example, well, if there's a video camera showing it happened, that supports the claim that the neighbor took it because it's on video camera. It was taped. And when things are recorded, that it can accurately represent reality, a recording, if it's non-altered. Okay? So I want you to look at the evidence and come up with a reasoning statement, 3 to 5 sentences about how the evidence supports the claim. All right? So, right now, I want you to go to the CER planning guide and think of the question I asked. I asked the question, where did my car go? I gave you evidence, and I want you to write the reasoning statement, do all 3. So the claim we did together, the evidence we did together, and the reasoning you're going to do, but I want you to put it in that guideline. So Brutus, pick a card. You pick 3, he's cheating. You can't cheat. Gotta mix them up a little. So whatever number he picks, this is the number of questions you have to answer. So pick a card, 1 card, 1. All right, picked a 7, does everybody see? 7. All right, so in 7 questions you're gonna answer today. Rocks rock, geology rocks. So Brutus is shredding the card that he picked. You can see it is a number 7. He agrees. And rock on, rock stars. And Brutus says rock on.
Cool.